Recording in progress. Now you know.
Recording in progress.
Okay. So this is our top artists between our first show and our 200th episode. This is our 200th episode, and it feels fucking weird.
Holy crap, that's like a lot of episodes.
That's a lot. I mean, yes, some of them are music only, and some of them are repeat offenders, people we've had on multiple times, but that's still a lot of episodes.
Serial podcasters, serial offenders.
You had to work really hard. You want some cereal?
I said cereal, and it made me. I went from cereal. Ooh, that would taste good.
You're like, Lucky Charms.
Actually, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I do like it. I can't chew
really
it anymore.
love it.
Yeah,
well,
really
what I like is after you're done with it all, they have like all the little small parts and all the delicious stuff. And I like putting that in milk, the crumbs, and then I drink it. It's so good.
You know what I like about Cinnamon Toast Crunch? They're really dark commercials. If you think about it, they're just going around like devouring each other.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
It's kind of fucked up.
It's cannibals.
They're cannibals. This took an odd turn.
Cereal.
Now I'm hungry. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's start. You ready?
Let's go.
Are you ready, Freddie?
I'm ready.
So up first, I want to talk about Darksoft, who has been on here multiple times, who I need to get rescheduled. It was the first time I was invited to participate and record like an event and be there for that and be a guest at that event.
Mm-hmm.
And he also sent my daughter a signed album. He's just a really, really cool guy. We love having him on the show.
He's kind of sweet.
He's sweet. He's a sweet guy. He really knows the shoegaze and dream pop part of independent music. And
I think he knows more than
well.
that.
Yeah, I think he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, and we love having him on.
We do.
So here's my favorite song because I get to pick it.
I don't care. It's up to you.
Well, let's start with Less is More because you do have a music video out for that. It's a very, very simple music video. And it took me and Brent both a hot second to be like, wait, he's not actually singing with it.
Yeah. I really embodied Less is More. I honestly did make an entire music video for that music video, like a legitimate music video.
Yeah, usually your music videos are pretty in depth.
Yeah,
and I like the ones where you had found that old camera and you used some of that footage as well. So this was like really different to see.
Yeah, I decided I had like this whole music video. It was I put these I made like these frames on the wall with tape, and then took pictures of them, and then put me playing different instruments at different times. Almost like a collage of photos and photo frames on the wall. Like, here's an image of me doing this. And then it was so busy. And then I ended up hating the thing. And then I was like, I just like this one version of me only playing the acoustic guitar. And wouldn't it be hilarious if I don't even open my mouth for the song? And so that was like Less is More. I was like, oh, damn, that's perfect. But the way I work sometimes, I have to like go about this whole roundabout way just to realize what I want. And so that's how I got there with that music video. I ended up recording that like frames idea for Only Human, and I don't know if I'll release it. I might, but yeah, I do have that video in cooking in the works. But yeah, that's the background for that music video. And I'm playing my grandpa's guitar.
Oh, really?
Who gave it to me?
Classical.
Yeah, it's a classical guitar. That was something I did new on this album, actually. I had acoustic guitar. At least just for the rhythm parts.
You use you always use electric. We even talked about that previously, where like you were like, even if I'm just sitting at home and playing, I still pick up the electric. So did that feel foreign to you?
I did at first. Yeah, it was new at first. And then I started integrating it into more songs. Actually, Brian Fisher, the mixing engineer I was working with, he suggested that I do that for some more layering, so we could like kind of fill out the EQ spectrum a little bit more, because the acoustic, you kind of get more on the high end with those plucks, and it kind of accentuates a rhythm guitar in a different way. So that is on Less is More.
I think the interesting thing is if you listen to it, because of the kind of I don't know, you had some type of effect on it that made it a little more tinnier.
Yeah,
I thought, and so I was like, is that electric or is that a I couldn't tell.
That's funny. Yeah, I think it's because of the way it was recorded. It's probably just me being a novice because I had never really recorded acoustic guitar, but now I know where to position it. But I kind of like how it sounds. I was using a very soft pick for classical, like strummed acoustic guitar, so that's what you're hearing.
I heard a slurp though.
That was nice. My Crystal Light. I'm living the dream.
This is my favorite song. Can you spell that for me? Sure. Is that 2 or just 1?
Up next is Brittany Lobos. We had
oh my God, I love her.
You do. I know you do. You had a very interesting part of the interview you wanted me to play. You want to talk about that?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You said to play 38 minutes and 19 seconds.
No, I don't. I don't want to share that with you.
All right, well, I'll play 38 minutes and 19 seconds.
But my favorite song by her is.
You gotta let it go because I'm not gonna keep the slurp in the show.
I mean, I harass.
Is this just gonna be the day where you do?
I do.
You really do.
Yeah, it's not a normal show.
It's a show and a comedy experience.
I wouldn't say it's funny. It's uncomfortable, but it's not funny all the time. It's uncomfortable.
That's good. It's good to be uncomfortable.
Little
If only
cringy.
law enforcement agreed with that.
Shut up.
Stand you today.
Go into the next song.
So this is we're going to talk about "With You," which was released in February 2024.
Valentine's Day.
So this is a cool song. I'll be honest, it was the first one I heard, so it kind of made me sad because it's a love song, and usually you're like gritty and you're a belter and you have a little bit of vocal fry.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was listening to that song, all the things that I like listened to you for, they were not there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what the hell?
It's
But
totally different.
but that's what you can do as a solo artist. So you can tell Uncle Brent, look, fuck off, dude, I'm going to do this. So the song is about love and the process of being in love and being able to enjoy that moment. Because sometimes when you're in love, it's scary as hell, and you're like, oh, what did I step into? What is this stuff? But this one is like, oh, I stepped into love. It's awesome. Has a 80s pop feel with keys as the primary instrument. Vocals were calm until 2 minutes. Then the power and the falsetto runs. The falsetto runs were different. Those were different runs. I mean, you've done them before, but the whole song was totally different than anything else that I've heard you do. At least original stuff.
Yeah.
So this is my question. Give us the scoop on how Taylor and Andy contributed to the development of this song.
Yeah. So Taylor is Garrett's other half, and Andy is my husband. We wrote this song on a writing retreat. We went out to Spring Branch, Texas, and we got like a cabin, and we were out by the fire, and we were kind of just drinking and just talking about these people that we have been so lucky and blessed with through all the trials and tribulations that we go through to just have them. And so it was written really quick, to be honest. And I will be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of the song at first because it wasn't really in my natural habitat of belting, and but it was the band's favorite song. And so the more we played it and the more the crowd and the audience really loved the song, it really grew on me. And I will say it's not even my husband's favorite song, even though I wrote it about him. He's a punk rock guy, so he's always like, that's a slow song, and it's really not even slow. But yeah, and it's crazy too. I guess I'll tell you guys a little story. It's a crazy story. The next day, so my husband, he was at work, and he was working on a table saw. This is going where you think it's going. It is. And he chopped off 2 fingers.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And so this happened, and I was out of my mind, they couldn't
And it's the fingers, so there was so much blood. There was so much blood.
The emergency room all day,
Are you thinking my love life is over with? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I was going to tell you, I went in and recorded the song the next morning, and I was just out of my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I did most of it in one take, and then I was just like, bye. But I just think it's a crazy story that I'm going in to record the song that I wrote about him, and this horrible thing happened, and then I didn't even cancel the next morning. I still went and still did it.
Trooper.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, that's it. That's the story.
Is he okay?
Yeah, dude, he's fine. He says it's punk rock.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
He's okay. Yeah, it was crazy. It was more traumatic for me, and I have all my fingers, so.
So he does not have his fingers now?
They didn't sew him back?
No, he doesn't.
We are all hung up on this.
Yeah. he's missing half of this finger and then like a quarter of his thumb.
Well, at least
Well,
it's not his middle.
He has
finger.
the one that counts.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it was horrible.
That is punk rock. Oh my God, there was so much blood. The
There was,
panic.
yeah, there was a lot of blood.
No, it would have been better had this happened. He lost the middle ones.
Oh no, you
Yeah.
need that. That's
But-
my favorite.
Yeah,
That's-
I thought about him the whole time. You know, I was just like, God.
That happened right
You
before you
know,
wrote a
it's
love song. Like that's crazy.
You know, when I was recording it, but I was just like,
You're like, here I am.
I young, but it'll live until 100. As long as I can do it with you.
There goes a finger.
Yeah.
Marina, you're making a fool of me. You turn it up, but I ain't seen you in a while. When I stare at you, you greet me with a smile. I shake my cup, get up, head out towards the door. You grab my waist the way you always did before. I say, Marina, you're walking on me, can't you see? Nah, nah. Marina, you're making a fool out of me. No, no. Marina, you're walking on me, can't you see? Nah, nah. Marina, you're making a fool out of me. Now listen, you make me feel like I'm nothing. Then you make me feel like I'm something. Underneath it all, that's why I can't let go. No, 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 no. You got me under this spell. Nothing to you but a show and tell. Making me feel like I got it all under control. And I don't, and you know that I know that it's in your heart, in your soul, and you know, because my heart you stole. You're walking on me, can't you see? Nah, nah. Marina, I say you're making a fool of me. No, 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 no. Marina, you're walking on me, can't you see? Nah, nah. Marina, you're making a fool of me.
It's hard for me to tell
To tell the truth,
When I ask myself what I do
what I
for
do,
you.
what I do for you.
I think of you more than I should explain.
I should explain because late night I hear your name. Marina, you're walking on me, can't you see? Nah, 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 Marina, I say you're making a fool of me. No, 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 Marina, you're walking on me, can't you see? Nah, nah, Marina, you're making a fool of me. She love me not. She does me, and then she stops. She love me not. She does me, then she stops. And she love me, she love me not. She love me not. Oh, then she stops. And she love me, she love me not. She love me not. Oh, then she stops. And she love me, 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 love me. She love me, she love me not. She love me not. Oh, then she
All right, next we have Artemis Wolves and Brooks of York. This was our first holiday episode we did last year. Never occurred to us to do it. They had a Christmas album come out, or holiday album, or what? Chaosmas was what it was called.
Mhm.
It's actually a really good holiday album to play on your way back home when you're really frustrated with the family that you just spent an ungodly amount of time with. And
Yeah.
it will even make your 18-year-old in the back seat be like, damn. I'm not saying that I know that from experience.
I just like talking to Brooks because his voice sounds. I was
He does. He has a
listening to
beautiful
him-
voice.
I was listening to him sing the other day.
Yeah. Which song?
I don't know. I was like going through songs. Just I was
helpful.
working. I was in
That's
my
it's
own-
right up there with.
No, it's so much better. Matter of fact, I think that's gonna
We've
be.
lost all the listeners.
I think that's gonna be a global phenomenon. Hi, this is Uncle Brent. Listen to my new single.
I'm so embarrassed. Oh, the songs you sent me.
So the remix is on there. So Raleigh Revisited is a Brooks of York and Somnatech collaboration. And if y'all don't already know, Artemis is friendly with Somnatech. That's
Very friendly.
Yep.
All right.
He loves himself. Yeah.
Very sticky.
It's a love scenario. So it was kind of to call it a remix is I mean, that's probably what most people would, but we kind of went with Revisited because it was like a revisiting of the original song Raleigh, which was instrumental, which like I heard it the first time. I was like, this is fucking great. Like I want to do something with this. But like restructured it, added vocals to it, added like some guitars, some like minor programming, but for the most part, like kept the instrumental very true to what it was, like foundationally, and then added vocals and like kind of like some auxiliary stuff on top of it. And that was a ton of fun. Like I started like singing along to it when I first heard it, and then when I got a little brave, I was like, hey, what would you think if like maybe we did like something with this? Is that cool? Because he had made mention a few times that like it was a song that was very near and dear to him, and like I totally get the idea of like, you create something and if it's super duper special, you don't want anyone to come in and mess with it. So I felt, very like honored to be able to go in and mess with it and turn it into, kind of a pop vibe.
Yeah, that's my favorite one of the ones you sent. I listened to it like 3 times back to back.
That's my least favorite of the ones you sent.
You just want to be obstinate. Don't fucking listen to him.
Hey, so no, I'm just kidding. I did like that one. So you did not write any of the music on that one?
I laid some there's some guitars on there, so I wrote those. But yeah, all like for the most part, I'd say 99% of the rest of the instrumentation that's all Somnatech. So I really just sang over that and like moved some things around. I'm like, hey, here's the verse and here's the chorus, copy paste kind of deal. Probably like reinforced some kicks here and there, but I didn't want to mess with it too much. There's like a small bridge-ish section in there that I added, but it's again like if you listen to the original, which I probably should have sent you that, and I guess I can send it to you guys. But if you listen to the original and then listen to this one, you'll hear how they're connected and how similar, and almost verbatim the instrumentals are.
Let's talk about those lyrics because some of those lyrics are pretty fucking deep, dude. One specifically, "Am I gone or just evolved?" What's this about for you?
It's the loss of a relationship and kind of like, I think for anybody who has like cut ties with anyone who's near and dear to them, whether a friend or family member, this kind of references that. It also kind of like treads that line of not having to stay within the confines. People's like presumptions are what it means to be this kind of person or that kind of person, which that for me was kind of wrapped up in why the exit happened.
So let's talk about your part on that, Artemis. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Sorry. Boy, we're all at the end of the year and we're all like half dead. So apologies in advance.
No problem. So I really like Raleigh Revisited because it's one of my favorite kind of pieces where it kind of came and evolved over time. So when I first started making music before all of the TikTok stuff and all the comedy stuff, I was making music under the name Somnatech, and Somnatech was more of a studio. It wasn't really a persona. It was more of a universe of music. And so while I was practicing, trying to get better at putting stuff together, I was just making just instrumentals essentially. And a lot of these instrumentals kind of stayed on my hard drive. And we didn't do much with them. And then obviously all the TikTok stuff blew up and I started doing Chaos and I kind of pivoted over to the comedy side. But this stuff just kind of sat there for a while. And so last year I got out of a pretty bad breakup. And so I was sort of like questioning everything. At that point, Sadie Daddy-O hadn't taken off. Chaos as an album was pretty much, in my mind, a failure. Like nothing had really taken off yet. And so I was just kind of looking on some sort of project, and I went back into my hard drive and I found all of these songs, these kind of instrumentals that, were incomplete but also finished in a way. So I decided to put them together into a series that I call Distance. And right now there's about 4 volumes of it, and there's another one coming out soon. I'm just like these instrumentals that are based on places or memories that allow the listener to kind of fill in their own experience. So Brooks and I have been working on stuff for a while now, and like most of our collaborations, he has messaged me and said, "Hey, like this song, I hear something and I want to do something." And I was like, "Let's hear it, go for it." And so he sent me some drafts from it, and we had talked about, he had heard what the song meant to me because I did a whole commentary on one of the cassettes I released of Distance and talked about how that song, Raleigh, was about. Sort of a similar vibe of like getting out of a relationship and not understanding why it ended, not really knowing what happened. But I kind of left it blank. And so when he sent me the first draft back of what he was thinking of it, it made sense to me, and I couldn't like unhear it at that point. So I don't know. It was really cool to make an instrumental and not have lyrics, and then have somebody else listen to it and kind of arrive at the same place that I arrived at making it. That was a lot of fun for me. So yeah, we just kind of talked about like, what do we call this? Is it a remix or is it like revisited? And I was like, I love that idea. It kind of plays into the idea that you can go back to a city or go back to a place and kind of like go over everything that kind of happened. So it played perfectly into the thing that I was working on.
All right, next we have the wonderful, beautiful, talented inspiration to me, Trashy Annie, who has been on the show multiple times. She headlined our first live show. Without her, it would have been absolute.
It would have been fine. Damn it. I was there.
It It wouldn't have been fine. She made that shit. She's so kind. She even brought her mom to the show. She's an inspiration to me because she's a female songwriter who's not 20 years old, but still has something to say, is still sexy, is still funny, is still talented. And the amount of fuck it in her system just makes me so happy.
I like a lot of her songs.
She's a great songwriter.
I like a lot of her
She's
songs.
really, really good with hooks too.
I like Knock Knock. I like Juliet. I like Something in the Water. I like Love You Back.
I think Something in the Water.
Revival's pretty good too. Revival is pretty good song.
I think Something in the Water and Born Pretty are my favorites.
Yeah, I kind of like God Save the Queen too, because that's when she's talking about put some money in the motherfucking tip jar.
Yeah, put the money in the motherfucking tip jar for us. Hopefully below there will be a Cash App link or something. I need to do that.
You can Venmo us.
We can Venmo.
We'll take it. We'll take your money.
We'll put it in the tip jar.
But there was so much. No, I think we need to go this other direction. That the second time that we did a bunch of tracking, they're like, let's just do everything with you here, and then we can fine tune it once you go back. Yeah, for sure. And I think it's better that way anyway, because then even if something doesn't work great, I take full responsibility that was probably my stupid idea that they tried, for out of my benefit. But yeah, it's fun to be in the studio anyway. I love to hear the creative process of what Jeff tries on the guitar. He'll pull out all these different amps and all these different guitars and try different tones and different ideas, and then we can bounce ideas off each other right there in real time. And sometimes I come back and I give it a couple weeks and I'll re-listen. I'll say, maybe that wasn't as cool as we thought it was on hour 10 of the 7th day in the studio. But for the most part, it usually works pretty well to stay in the same room and do it all, as much of the tracking as we can.
Plus, you can absorb more of their superpowers if you're with them more. And you can You can be like Rogue of X-Men, where she just sucks their superpower out of the person.
Right.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. So I have another question about that song. And I was like, interesting. So the song, I was thinking, the name of the song is Something in the Water. But I kept going thinking, why doesn't she call this song Let's Run? And so can you talk a little bit about that?
I can tell you, because the song is about escaping a cult, right? And so the name Something in the Water came from thinking, that was the first thing I thought of. Actually, the very first line I thought of for the song before I wrote any of the rest of it was blood in the potatoes. And I was like, ew, blood in the potatoes. What else could be happening with that? And then I was like, ooh, what about, this or that? Some rattling happening here, or some keys left on the table, or some scratches on the wall, or some blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden it started to unfold. So for me, Something in the Water, it just speaks to the creepiness factor of it. You kind of don't know where it's going when you see the song title. And I'm kind of a fan of that. I don't always like to give away the punchline in the title. I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense, because it would be a lot easier to remember if I just said what the chorus is and call that the title of the song. But it's just not how I, you know how my songwriting is. There's all these little double meanings of things. So sometimes I think that just is part of it. So that's why I named it that. But yeah, it's about escaping a cult and I kind of envision this. I'd like to do a music video for this one, because I kind of envision a lady about to get married, and she starts to notice things, and then she starts to realize, oh, she's one of, a bunch of sister wives, and oh, and then they're just trying to escape. So that's kind of the way that I envision the song coming out. But also, I've got too many songs about running, so I've got like 5. There's a couple others that aren't even out yet, so I was like, I can't have another one with the name Run in the title. I gotta place things.
That's what I thought it was, because a lot of your songs, a lot of your songs are about the adventure, and running is involved in adventure.
I know it is, and it's very, like, visually, you can, when somebody's running, there's a feeling of intensity, and you can it can give people the emotion that I'm wanting to give them by talking about running. And also a lot of things rhyme with running, which is really nice. But I definitely can't write any more songs about running, because I have too many already.
in the stable and a body in the dance hall. There's blood in the potatoes and there's something in the well. There's a wolf in the bed and a crack in the church bell. Well, the bells keep ringing, but the choir ain't singing. There's a dove lying dead on the highway. My fever's getting hotter 'cause there's something in the water. Something bad is coming our way. So you grab the money, honey, I'll go get the gun. You grab the bullets, baby, I'll be riding shotgun. You grab the money, honey, I'll shoot out the sun. You write the note and let's run. There's scratches on the stable and something in the stall. A needle on the table and a horse in the dance hall. Fire in the kitchen and a tooth under the bed. Bone in the broth and a kitten in the snake shed. Well, the bells keep ringing, but the choir ain't singing. There's a dove lying dead in the highway. My fever's getting hotter 'cause there's something in the water. Something bad is coming our way. So you grab the money, honey, I'll go get the gun. You grab the bullets, baby, I'll be riding shotgun. You grab the money, honey, I'll shoot out the sun. You write the note and let's run. Well, the bells keep ringing, but the choir ain't singing, and the sun's dripping down and getting harder. There's a wolf in the bed with a needle in his head. Something bad's in the water. So you grab the money, honey, I'll go get the gun. You grab the bullets, baby, I'll be riding a shotgun. You grab the money, honey, I'll shoot out the sun. You write the note. Oh, you grab the money, honey, I'll go get the gun. You grab the bullets, baby, I'll be riding a shotgun. You grab the money, honey, I'll shoot out the sun. You write the note. You write the note and let's run.
And up next is one that made Brent very happy. Michael Sweet of Striper. This one made Brent really happy.
Did.
Tell us why that made you happy.
I have been listening to Michael Sweet since I was 12, 13, 14, something like that. So I've been listening to him a long time and like everything he did. So it was really cool. And I got to hear some of the behind the scenes footage when he was talking about his PRS guitars and he got to play with Boston. And then we found out what guitar he likes to play, just if he's going to pick up a single guitar, which one it is. He talked to us about that. He talked to us about a lot of stuff, and we kept him on longer than we were supposed to, but he wouldn't shut up.
He was great.
He
was so easy to interview. He was like, "Oh, we're talking about a gear. Let's go."
But
like he was great.
And I got to tell him what songs I like. I got to tell him thank you for doing music and stuff like that. So that was a big deal. I'm pretty certain that when you tell an artist thank you, I don't think they necessarily understand what you're thanking them for. I don't think he can comprehend that. I don't think artists, like when I thank someone for, please thank you for writing the songs you wrote and staying out there and doing that and playing music. I don't think they get that, which is kind of sad, but because I know he's a big music fan. But it was just great to talk to him. And then some of my old friends who knew me from high school and stuff, and I was like, I interviewed Michael Sweet. They're like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I did. And then one of them was like, no fucking way. And I was like, yes way.
Here, listen.
But anyway, so it was a big deal.
It means that you get a break from the hell. You know, there's no more. And that's it. That's what we just added that song to the set. I love that song. It's got a real cool mid-tempo kind of chug to it, and it's really one of my favorites for sure.
So in the video, I love the video. Y'all guys are out in the desert. What the heck is Robert doing with his drums? Y'all guys are all playing. He's out there swinging with his bass drum and doing a bunch of stuff. What is he doing?
People went crazy. I'll never forget when we released that video, all the comments about people that were so mad that he didn't have a full kit. And to be honest, just laying it out there, we shot a video for the song Sympathy, that studio in Las Vegas. It was about 110 degrees. We were in an air-conditioned studio. Then we had to go shoot another video, do 2 videos in one day. We wanted a completely different scene. The director wanted it done out in the desert area. So by the time we got out to the desert, got out of the cars and started lugging guitars over to the spot he wanted to shoot the video, it was 110 degrees.
Oh, no.
We didn't want to spend time setting up a drum kit. And literally, I kid you not, just walking over to the spot, we were dripping wet. It was insane. And out in the middle of the sun, and it's pretty brutal. So we took the easy way out, and fans didn't appreciate that.
I thought it was so funny. I just laughed and laughed. I didn't get
as soon
angry.
as I saw it, I was like, that has something to do with the weather. I feel it. My old bones felt it. I was like, it's too dang hot. It's too damn hot.
But that's a cool video.
Hot.
That was a cool video.
Yeah.
I think even hotter than 110. I want to say it was like 113 or something. It was brutal. And we were dying. Like my lips were sticking together. It was brutal. Subconsciously, we were rushing through the video. Like, let's just get this done.
You're like, let's wrap it up, guys.
2 times 2 guys. And then after the first time, my brother Robert's like, guys, can we go? It's like he was done from the start.
You're asleep. Whoever drove hated the fact that they were a driver because everybody else fell asleep.
So for an honorable mention, I really do want to play tribute to Rock House Music Alliance, specifically Andy Serber, who was also at our live show, who helped me get a hotel room, who introduced me to somebody that I would say is one of my closest friends now.
Bad Burritos. He introduced you.
Yeah,
to
he
that,
introduced me to food poisoning. Bad Burritos.
Good for him.
Bad Burritos, and then her introducing me to wine. This was a great combination. I at the first 12 hours at Brent's house throwing up. That was awesome. Thanks. No, that's not anybody's fault, but it sucked. And also in memoriam, somebody from Rock House Music Alliance did pass, and that was Eric Worley. You can go back and listen to all the episodes with RMA. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. And they're pretty cool.
I first saw you from clear across the room. Lips were painted red and your eyes so bright, they outshine the moon. Then I heard you laugh. It took my breath away. And I knew then that I had to accent to my last drink and walked in your direction. So when your wedding ring caught my attention, you sang a love song. It's just a pretty melody. No happy ending, a goodnight kiss, at least not for me. Ring, my princess, and I'm not your Prince Charming. No, no. Sing a love song. After years of searching, who knew it was a summer love? I still carried a flame. You're just as beautiful as you were when you were 17. Guess your last name is the only thing that's changed. The same love song, it's just a pretty melody. No happy ending, a goodnight kiss, at least not to me. Ring, my princess, and I'm not your Prince Charming. No, no. Sing a love song. Sing a song. Sing a love song. It's just a pretty melody. No happy ending, a goodnight kiss, at least not for me. You ain't my princess, no matter how bad I want you to be. Oh no. Just sing a love song. Sing a love song.
Well, that's not
last
fun.
but not least, we have Art of Everclear. So Michael Sweet was kind of like Brent's grew up person that he was listening to at 12, and Everclear was who I was listening to at 12. So I think I did great. I got through the interview and I did not scream and go, oh my God, and like totally found girl out. It was really cool. They tell you, do not meet your heroes or whatever. They'll disappoint you. He didn't. That is a cool guy. That is a down to earth guy and fucking fantastic music, and has, you know, family and bandmates around him for the long haul. And if every musician could be that lucky, he was just the sweetest man.
He was very sweet.
That was my era of music, and it was like there was a moment before we recorded. I was like, Brent, I don't know. And then Brent made the wrong decision of being like, well, I'm just as nervous as you, which he should have lied about.
I was nervous because I was excited.
I was so excited.
I didn't listen to him when I was 11 or 12, but I did listen to him a lot in his music, and especially as I got older.
Everclear's music in general it carries over.
The shelf life on that band is pretty long. The content and stuff.
They're coming to Lexington, and then they're coming to Louisville, I want to say. No, I think it's just Lexington.
You got to go see him. You should.
I would love to see Everclear live. I would absolutely love. I do not have the money. There's so many people coming to Bourbon and Beyond to here in Louisville that I would love to see. I'm gonna at least try to see the day that has the Goo Goo Dolls and Alabama Shakes, which are 2 different days. So I don't know. I would love to see that. I missed 311. 311 was just here. What a fucking throwback. Anyway, that has nothing to do with Everclear. Sorry.
311's pretty good too.
Yeah.
I like their guitarist tone. He has a good tone.
Anyway, yeah, that was great.
And the best part about that whole interview was I set him up and totally juked him. It was awesome. It was so awesome. Do you remember?
You know what? It all was sort of blurry.
You don't remember?
I'll get better at it.
Because I was like,
this is our 200th episode. There's a lot of interviews. People are like, oh, you said this, and I listened to it, and I'm like, oh,
this one by far was the funniest episode we've ever had. That one section alone was funny because he wrote a highly political song. And I asked him, well, why did you hold back? And he goes,
oh, yeah.
I didn't hold back, and I just fucking lost it. I just laughed my ass off. And you were like, he does that. He's a jerk. And then he started laughing.
He does that.
It's just something he does. He's sick. Get back in the corner.
He needs medication. That's it, right? You're on his
He's off his meds.
I'm sorry. I do apologize for you a lot.
Why do you feel the need to do that? Why does everyone feel the need to do that?
I think you should question the fact that everybody is doing that.
You know what? No. I think I speak this way for a reason. And primarily it's just to see the look on people's faces.
Raynell does not make the show. Brent does.
Oh,
it's not a
there
secret.
would not be a show without Raynell.
And there would not be a show without the fact that I run solely on spite.
There was a show from at least a year without me, so you don't even need.
But
me.
it was so much better when you got here. It
I
kind of
don't know
sucked
about
before
that.
you.
I don't know.
Did you listen?
Yeah, it's an exciting song. I'm so glad that you're going to release that because, some people just stick to their popular songs. And that is, in my opinion, that's more of what y'all do. Y'all are just like, I'm going to punch you in the face. Let's go. Let's play. And I love that.
Pretty much. That's what we've always been. And Everclear fans know that. But, a lot of people will come see us play that might know our singles and they'll be like, whoa. What is going on? What are they trying to do? Are they trying to be this and this? No, man, they're trying to be what they've always been. a cross between a punk hard rock band with a singer-songwriter. That's what Everclear is. That's what we've always been.
And the guitar tone on Heroin Girl on that live footage is to die for. It's so thick and fat and just, I was like, why can't I never get anything like that?
You can. You know what? And I love that you're asking. We don't use amps. We use Line 6 Helixes. We use a board that creates amp sounds, and we use them live. We use them in the studio. And I've had all these people go, oh man, I know that amp. That's a 67 Plexi with blah, blah, blah. I go, it actually is a 67 Plexi program, live sampled amp. And it makes it so much easier for touring. And when we go on stage, we know what our amp sound's going to be like. I don't have a lot of noise on stage, so it doesn't compete with my vocals, and I don't have to strain my voice. And also, we're doing so many shows. We're doing 95 shows this year. 95.
Yeah.
And so far, none have dropped out, so I don't imagine any are going to. And that's a lot. 30 shows on the tour that starts on September 6th. We're touring with the Ataris and a band called the Pink Spiders out of Nashville.
That's a great band name, Pink Spiders.
They're great. They've been around since like 2005. Check them out. They're really cool. They're fun.
The tour starts September 6th. Do you know the first few cities you're hitting?
First one is Lexington, Kentucky, and then Nashville, Indiana. We are going to play Nashville, Tennessee, but Nashville, Indiana.
Right.
The Chicago area, actually, Lamont. That's right. It's a suburb of Chicago. And then Fort Wayne, Indiana, and then Cleveland, Buffalo, Washington, D.C., Philly, Long Island, Boston, New York City, and it just goes from there. And we'll end up back here on the West Coast in October. Our last show's on October 15th. We play LA on October 8th, I think. So, yeah, and we're playing San Francisco, a great club called the August Hall. Man, it's just a great tour. It's going to be a lot of fun. But on top of those 30 dates of those shows, we've got another 65 shows. We played 17 shows in Australia in February, and that was a great tour. Yeah. And I'm going back and doing a solo tour this next February. So we're busy, and I'm working, and I don't know how long I'm going to be able to work. I've got multiple sclerosis. I could be in a wheelchair. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Not with the way you sound like you're taking care of yourself.
I'm working.
The swimming and the yoga and the physical therapy is going to do wonders. I'm a caregiver, so I just know.
Yeah, I am too. I'm a caregiver as well. I work really hard to I do my medication. I do my diet. And there's also with my recovery, there's a spiritual aspect to it too that is really important. Like I said earlier, it's the glue that ties everything together.
Brent, do you want to ask about one more song before we?
I would. Sing Away, I found an acoustic version of that. An acoustic version in 2020, I think I found acoustic. That was fantastic. That song made me cry. But anyway, Sing Away.
Sing Away. Okay. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's on the live. That's on the solo record. That's on my solo record that came out in 2019, and which is more acoustic. Now I don't know if you've heard this version. It's Everclear. It's rocking. It's heavy.
I'm looking forward to hearing it. Year of the Tiger. I just have one question about that. Other than I love the guitar solo, why did you hold back lyrically in this song?
I didn't hold back.
He's being sarcastic. That's his.
You know what's funny is when I wrote that song, I played it for a friend of mine, guy in a big time punk band. I go, yeah, it's kind of a protest song, man. He's like me. He's kind of a lefty guy, and he's like, dude, this isn't a protest song. This is a challenge. This is a dare. This is a fight song. I love it. You're trying to bring it on, man. And I'm like,
do it.
Anybody that knows me, I'm that guy. I don't shy away from fights, rarely.
Well, we need more songs like that right now.
I agree.
And I appreciated it. Brent appreciated it.
Thanks. I'm glad you like it.
He was born into the year of the tiger. 60 years ago when flesh and blood were black and white. He was born with a heart just like a grinding gear. 58 years before the world he knew disappeared. The year of the tiger. We are still broken from that fucked up year that disappeared. She was born into the promise of the shining path. Lucky in a way that no one really understands. 10 years old with a mind just like a golden voice. Grew up in a blue state, hiding from the silver noise. No one wants to hear your stupid fucking explanations. No one wants to hear your stupid reasons why. Here we are in the year of the tiger. We are where we are because of all the big lies. No one wants to hear your stupid fucking accusations. No one wants to hear your I had a dream I saw a tiger in a happy place, in a Nirvana shirt with a happy face. I had a dream I saw a tiger in a MAGA hat. Don't look back, you can never look back. We have to change the stupid way we show our strife. We have to change the addicted way we either hide. We have to stop spreading this disease. We have to stop saying sorry, stop saying please. You do not have to like it, tigers, we are everywhere. The method doesn't last, someday it will disappear. The truth is not a slogan on a stupid red hat. It's the year of the tiger. We are still broken from that fucked up year that disappeared. Here we are in the year of the tiger. The year of the tiger. Here we are in the year of the tiger. We are still broken, so fucking broken. Here we are in the year of the tiger. We are still broken from that fucked up year that disappeared.
Okay, Brent.
All right, what do
200
you want?
episodes.
200. Dose CN.
Are we going to do 200 more?
If you get your life to fucking together, it'll be possible.
Just put that on me, ho. Don't. Hey, we're going to have some big things coming up over the next year.
We are.
And
huge,
my
large,
goal
throbbing.
is to get my child situated and take this bitch on the road. So
You called your daughter a bitch?
no, I called the camper a bitch.
Oh, okay.
Or I called the show a bitch, not my daughter.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's my goal. Poor Brent's going to be along for the ride. You're going to start seeing me posting more stuff on social media about hating my
Public
life
restrooms,
and changing it. So
parks after 9 p.m.
sound pollution is going to be out and about. I would like to take it out. I would like to see
Boot and a boot.
boot to the boot and see the people that we have interviewed and them play live and record it live and meet new people and interview them. Like, there's no need for this to be in one spot anymore. The world is crumbling. Fuck it. Let's go.
So we leave you with that happy statement.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
The world's
And
on fire.
Join us for 200 more episodes of absolute chaos. That will never change. I do drink less now. That's good.
Well, at least during the podcast, anyway.
Yeah, no more of that. What did
Even
you learn
though-
the hard way?
That's
That
fine.
40-minute interview can turn into 3.5 hours of groundbreaking, disgusting nonsense between me and people who were also drinking, so you can't just blame me. But yeah.
If an interview's 3 hours long with me on it, it's because I'm having just too much fun.
Oh my God. I listened to, you had so much dirt on me. We were just.
So it'll be fun. So
It's gonna be great.
we have
I'm
a bunch of
excited.
stuff going on. While Renelle gets her shit together, y'all guys get y'all shit together and just have fun. We're going to be throwing some more episodes out with you. We got possibly some live opportunities coming up in the future. And I don't know what else we have going on, but it's going to be fun. Y'all guys get to hang with us. So thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this segment or any of the others,
If we
please.
tickled you in the correct way.
Yes. Like, share, subscribe.
Comment, download, share us.
Yeah. Do whatever you need to do to us. We're here for you. And remember to
Make
some